can never get enough of that song. Silver's most hated super. Yes! One of my freaking favorite super reels. I'm sorry, I'm going to play this because I haven't played in so long. I'm gonna make him such a damn beast. Oh, yes! Alright, let's get this started. Sure as hell must continue. Jam Project does such good music, man. If I remember, this song's called Noah, I think. Hold on. There it is. Here we go, get it started. And damn, it's been long. 5/29. Wow, last year. Damn, that's some time frame. Alrighty, just give me a second. I had if I remember correctly, this one's gonna be a little bit of a pain in the ass. Yes, the land adapter. If I remember, it makes your accuracy for your weapons on land S rank. So for the sake of power, I'm gonna need Mazinger to have it. I love Diegard, but right now it's much time. Also, yeah, everybody's gonna need a little bit of a boost in accuracy. I'm sorry, Diegard, not too much for everybody. Not right now. There you go, 130. Diegard. I'm pretty sure you'll be fine with just the accuracy boost. Saka, you're gonna have to stick with him. And it's... can't really do anything else. Yeah, everything. It's still early. Too early to use any other stuff. It feels like it's been forever since I played. Alright, and just to give you a heads up, I am gonna be reading off a, what looks like a translated script of the game, so, again, I know for a fact that what I read isn't exactly gonna sync up what's on the screen, but I'm gonna read all of it. I know it'll probably be a little disjointed, but regardless, I'll get the entire story out, so technically, you don't have to watch this part, you just have to listen, because I'm going to go over pretty much the story, because this is chapter 5, and if I remember, yeah, it's called The Jack of All Space Trades Calling. And with that, let's get this underway. There are two Japans in this world. One has become part of the Britannian Union after the Far East Uprising 7 years ago, being renamed Area 11. The other Japan had not been involved in any major conflicts until the Great Space-Time Quake, and in the new world is a place of relative peace. The peace was shattered in response of Dr. Hell's Mega Beast, and the return after 12 years the Hydrophans, I can't pronounce the name. To combat these threats, the UN Security Council elected to send in a special Crusher Squadron, thus setting in motion the battle to restore peace to the people. That's the only part I know that syncs up a little bit. The rest is where it's going to be disjointed. So again, if you're physically watching these with your eyes, now's the time to just surf, Google, find stuff to spank it to or whatever you want. But we are in Japan. Alright. I'm going to set it on like really low. Let's see. Yes, the Crusher Squad is one they're calling Otsuka's new command, comprised of the Manzinger folks and the Daguard folks, and Crow. Clearly, they've got a long list of menaces of Kama, and they have the luxury of separate chain of command to the UN via Dr. Elgin, looks like almost Riddick. Dr. Rodick is from that, well, it's kind of mistranslated here, but from what Crow's gathered, see, one of the most honest men in the UN. Given all the politicking the Great Three Nations have been indulging in, the 21st century will officially be helping out. Though a problem crops up almost immediately, Oyama and Ibuki aren't at all sure that they want to be charging into battle against terrorists and whatnot. The quest time to discuss it back at the company. Let's see. Okay. Koji hasn't really given thought to the whole world peace thing either, and wants a bit of time to mull it over. Crow tells Sayaka to give him that time, adding that he's totally bored with the Crusher so long as he gets paid, and by paid, he means a full $98,000. Since his creditor will surely penalize him for becoming incognito so long, he does ask his amazed teammates to give him credit for coming up with the 19.99k he's paid so far on his own, instead of a lump sum. He offers Otsuka a deal. 20 grand every time he sorties. Sold! Ibuki's impressed at the crispiness of the transaction, and Crow tells her that he's glad to just have a job in this day and age. Let's see. He cautions her lightly, as if she's too picky about her own career. She may find herself in the unemployment line. Ayoma suggests that he mind his own business, saying that he's not prepared to risk his behind for someone like this. Well, someone who's got to risk some part of their anatomy or something. Or nothing will ever improve the world. That's kind of interesting. Since Akagi can't pilot Dagger alone, he and the others will have to head back to the 21st century for some serious powwowing. That effectively leaves Crow, Sayaka as the other committed members here. Otsuka says that other pilots are currently tied up in the asteroid belt outside the Earth sphere, investigating something. Akagi is fascinated by the changes throughout the solar system by the Great Space-Time Quake, like that second moon, and Otsuka seems momentarily disturbed before waving it off. For now, it seems the Crushers will have to rely on a certain company known for doing anything and everything in the world. And I'm sorry, but my reading is a little bit off because as I'm recording, I can hear myself. So like that 1 second delay is me talking to myself. That would be Taiko General Company, whose member Wata has just returned to the main office. He's been busy hauling space colony materials up into orbit. A rather trivial task for Trider. I really can't pronounce the name. I never watched the series. Koru fills him in on the mess Dr. Hell has been making in Japan during this absence, not to mention the return of the Herodynes. This disturbed Wada's mom's preschool field trip, and means that he's on his own for dinner tonight. Koru invites him over to her place for a meal and stories about space, and Wata is all over it. Yeah, I could probably speed. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's just them talking, but I'll just let it blur through and I'll just keep on going. Let's see. Well, he would be, except that he's got prior appointment from his teacher, Mojiko, to give him some kind of makeup instruction to compensate for all the time he's been absent. He is, after all, an elementary school student, as well as an interplanetary hero. Koru's house can wait until later. And in his credit, Wata proves that he'll be a willing pupil. Let's see. Daimon elects to act as the hall monitor, though he really just wants to spend time around Mojiko. Plans change abruptly when Wata's butler shows up and informs the kids, also the CEO, despite his tender years, that they've gotten a job request that is too pivotal to company expenses to be ignored. Wata can't leave his employees in the lurch, and promises Mojiko that he'll study as soon as he gets time. Right here it's catching up, kind of. Our little space hero. And then this is again a little out of sync. Wata blasts off much fanfare, though he finds himself having difficulty eating at the regularly scheduled times. He's so into the whole saving the world business that he thought of chewing down while others trembling in misery saps their appetite. Fortunately, there are cookies, which he's happy to munch on so long as he leaves room for dinner at Totaro's later. Today's job is more work for Otsuka, a friend of Wata's dad and a frequent source of business for the Trider team. The job du jour is transporting the photon power dynamo from the Photon Tower Lab at Mount Fuji to Atami? Wait, I think that was Metsurugi. Shin Metsurugi. This is a portable generator powered by photonic power. It's comparable in output to the whole power plant. That's just what Anami needs to help recover from its recent stirring of calamities until it's on its own power station back online. And given that Wata's mom has gone on the field trip, there's all the more reason to hurry and get the job done. On the way, Aki pulls aside some co-pilots and the hair splitting begins. What's the difference between the Hadrodynes and the terrorists like Dr. Hell? Sure, one's a human and the other isn't, but both threaten peace. Ibuki asks why Akagi hasn't joined the army if he wants to fight so much, and he says that he doesn't want to fight a nation versus nation war. He wants to fight specifically for peace, and the guy truly wants to become an ally of justice. And Ayoma, for one, isn't having any of it. Let the actual combatants do the actual combat. Seems like to be his policy. Just a quick sip. Oh yeah. Next part. Gotta scroll down. This is a freaking massive wall of text. Crowley comes to interrupt their tete with a little news. Why the crushers are rolling out again for Atami. If they like talking so much, why not get a little exercise in the process? Wata finishes in placing the dynamo in record time, but no sooner does he finish that a bunch of WLF thugs show up to announce that they're appropriating the dynamo for use in world liberation or something along those lines. And the people of Atami can't just suffer if that's what it takes. No child's going to tell them how to run a revolution. And if they lock on weapons, Wata decides to fight right back to protect the generator that he's finished installing. Maybe having the robots thrashed will bring them to their senses. And again, the jack of all trades, or space trades things. There we go! Trader! Yeah, let's launch up. I love his music. Granted, I don't have too much love for the Super itself. Let's see. There's still a lot more text. Alright, I'll let this... Alright. Stuff and great. Alright. I'll continue reading. Want to clicky finds out it's very low on missiles. Another victim of tight budgets. Better get up close and personal. The terrorists still don't stand a chance. But not a much bigger menace appears shortly. Ashura and his mecha beasts. And they of course are after any source of photon power they can get their hands on. And Ashura brought along the Nanocargo H2 to fend off Trider. There's plenty of Iron Mask troopers to do the actual stealing, and no hassle for school kids is going to deter them from their dirty work. That is until Atomi's shady characters get involved. Although scheming with the Iron Masked folks and visually giving Ashura a pause, Ashura's mecha beasts won't fare any better as the Crushers arrive. Koji needs no urging to fight the mecha beasts, and even Akagi's co-workers are reluctantly joined him, for now at least. I think that's all I can really cover, because the rest actually goes into the final bit, like essentially after you get the SR point. So okay, I'm gonna fast forward this, because again, the actual battle is where this last part comes in. And yeah, I'll continue the rest of the reading at that point, because I read pretty much all this stuff for you guys. Granted, it's like a rough summary, but you get the general gist of what everybody's going on. Of course, the Daiguard team doesn't really want to help him, at least from the looks of it. And Crow's is like, haha. That's like a weird smile right there, I don't get it. Yes. Those are the terrorist assholes. Alright, this is where I'm gonna make the save. Because this doesn't seem like a hard SR point, and especially it's early in the game. It's not really that hard, but this like is a tough kick to the nads. So I gotta make sure to manage the way he fights. Because in order to get the actual point, pretty much during the last turn, you have to have his will high enough to do his ultimate attack and make sure it hits. So that's going to be a lot of save and requests. Basically, I can't miss anything. Yes! The SR point activates, if I remember, shortly after these guys die. So I gotta start dragging them down. Dick. Son of a bitch. So I end up biting me in the ass. You know what? Here, hold on. I'm actually just gonna redo that. Because last time I got screwed because of that, so I have to make sure everything hits. It's a bit of a bastard, but again, I want these SR points. Alright, I'm saving there because one hit KO, very nice. There we go. And you retreat. Wow, that was actually really lucky. But now will the luck hold out? That is the question, my dear friends. I like this luck right now. Kinda wish that bastard would move. I can't burn all my energy. save right here. It's going pretty well. This is where the bastards are going to spawn. So if I can drag them here, then I'll have a huge head start. Let's hope this hits. Don't need to see your animation, douche. Now use up the ammo-based attack. Ah, son of a whore! This is gonna take a while. Alright, come on. Wait, which has better accuracy? You gotta be shitting me. Alright, let's see. God, the accuracy's so damn low. Alright, let's see if this goes my way. I'm not saving because I have a bad feeling about this. Eat machine guns, you mofo. Nice bubble up. And now here's what may suck. Whew. Holy shit, they'll actually died that. There we go, Baron, I should have. If I remember, this technically counts as a turn. Well, at least these guys aren't maneuverable. Yeah, I'm gonna have to eat up energy. Alright, as long as I can keep about 80, I should be fine. As long as I keep 80, I should be fine. You bastards. That calls ammo-based stuff is gone. Great. Well, at least they're all severely weakened. Don't attack the old people. And that's when the people from Mazinger come in. Yeah, even creepy Mexican / Asian. Masian. God, she's so awesome. She was the best thing about Shin Mazinger. Yeah. Skip this because we know what's happening. See, none of them have Excel, right? No. No, they don't. All he's got is Strike. Now you got his Focus. Alright, I'm gonna save right here. Now this may go downhill. So, wish me the best, guys. Get Crow over here and they'll attack him. Oh god, this is risky. If I could just pull off this heavy hit now, this should be fine. He's gonna heal himself up. Just take this chunk out now. Then I'm pretty sure the rest could handle. Please don't dismiss, because this did happen once. My god, was I pissed. I thought I was gonna bust a liver. Yes! That is quite a heavy hit. And he has no energy left. I'm not sure if this counts as the first turn or not. If this technique counts as the first turn, then I'll be just fine. But let's keep it going. Come attack that guard. You pricks. Oh shit, I turned on the animation. You pricks. Yeah, this isn't gonna happen. Not in the slightest. Yep, it's over. Son of a bitch. Well, not really where I wanted to end it, but... This is gonna take some strategy. You know what, here, I will do this a little bit on my own time, just to get this episode out, because this is way overdue. So, I'll try to get this settled on my own, and once I get to a point where I get the SR points, I will gladly pick up right there. Again, it's so early, but for some reason this one pisses me off the most. Alright, again, thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for commenting, especially on the videos before this, like the other Z2. Like, again, I'm going to start doing this a lot more, but again, I'm going to try to find some way to hammer out the story and get the gameplay in. So again, there'll probably be a lot of points where, if there's a lot of talking, do not watch the screen at all. Just listen. When the actual combat starts, I'll give you a hint. Like, I'll say a special word like banana. Banana means look at the screen. Well, I'm still trying to figure it out. But regardless, thank you for watching, and more is coming down the pipe. Peace.